Hi friends, today we are going to see demo on new data governance feature of Snowflake, Access History. If you have not visited my recent blog on the same, I request you to please visit same for more details. Let's start with the demo. Today I am going to showcase the same example which I have mentioned on my blog. So basically I am going to create a table and couple of views, and based on that I will query some of the views and I will showcase what will capture where. So today I'm just going to create a new database, access history tracking. Just to start with fresh, I am going to create a table called employee, which is basically having the employee ID, employee name, hire date, location and region. I'm going to add 10 records for different region and location. So rest of the data you will see more or less the sequencing. So now my all the data has been inserted. So let me create a view which is basically the view Europe employee. This view will only select the data based on the region Europe and will ignore everything else. Now I will create another view on top of view Europe employee where I will particularly looking only for the location of the employee for Amsterdam. So now that you understand, the base table is employee, which is having around 10 records, out of which 4 records, or out of not 4, actually 6 records are from Europe, and out of that 6 record, 4 are from Amsterdam, 3 are from Amsterdam, correct? So basically, this view will contain 6 record, and this view will contain only 3 records. So now I'm going to just do the select from V Amsterdam office. So we can see that I am getting 3 rows, basically employee 1, 2 and 3 are basically from the location Amsterdam, all are from the under Europe region. Now as you know, let me select the account admin role so that I can quickly check on the users access history view. So basically this is the view which is resides under account users schema, and this table will give us the username who queried that, means like whose trace are being recorded, the query ID, the unique alphanumeric number, the query start time when the query happened, and the direct object access and the base object access. If you have gone through my blog, you will understand that direct object access means the query which we have executed. So basically in our case we have executed V Amsterdam office. So basically in our case V Amsterdam office is the direct access object, and V Amsterdam office is based out of the base table employee. So basically that will be captured under base object access. And I have already explained in my blog that View Europe employee, although the V Amsterdam office is based out of Europe employee, but it will not be considered either in the direct or in base object access. Basically employee table or the base table from which the query is actually running is going to be captured under the base object access, and the direct object access is will be view, the direct view which I am querying. So basically let's go and query this access history data dictionary of Snowflake. So I have just order by on the direct access query start time descending so that the recent will come on the top. So we'll see, let me click here. So this is the username, basically my login ID. This is the auto generated query ID. This is the query start time, so I have just queried, and this is the direct object access. So if I click on this, so let me copy this and let me open some JSON formatter so that we can view the code much nicely. Let me paste it here and process. So now you can see that these are the column, because I have kept as an asterisk on the select column part. So it will give me all the column name. So basically this will bring all the column from the employee table. And as I have only queried the view, which is v Amsterdam Office, that is captured as a direct access object. So now you know that what has been captured. Now let's go back, click on the base object, and let's see what has been captured here. So let me copy here and reformat it. Yep. So now we can see that under the dependent under the base object, also I am getting all the column because I have not restricted anything on the base base table. So basically I had used the select star. So all the column you can see over here, but at the end you will see that the object domain is table, and in the direct one it was view, and you can see here the name of the table is mentioned as an object name. So basically you know, now you understand what has been captured as a direct object or as a base object. So basically this view contain only capture the table, view, or column related access tracing, and this view holds data till 365 days. So yeah, that's all as of now for this demo.